Mike in Chicago, listening on WCPT. Hey, Mike, what's up?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Good.
Good. I am a recent political engager over the last couple of years. I've listened to your show a lot, and I got to thank you. It's gotten me a lot more informed as to the political atmosphere. And, I got to say this Bernie or Bust movement isn't a democratic movement, in my opinion. I think it's a lot of people like myself who have not been politically engaged. I'm 34 years old, and this will be my first general election voting. And, I think what draws me to Bernie is he's not a Democrat or a Republican. He has been an independent for so long, and he's caucusing with the Democrats because you have to in this system. But he really is standing on his own, and I think that's a big attraction for a lot of people out there. And so I think it's a little disingenuous for people to say that if Bernie doesn't get it, you have to back Hillary, because that's not really why people are voting for Bernie. They're not voting for Bernie because it's a Democratic or a Republican issue.
Right. And that's my point. That's the kind of aha that I got. And I particularly got it a couple of days ago on Twitter. And I deleted the tweet because it was generating so much vitriol. And I finally figured out, oh, my God, now I get it, somebody had said something about the Democratic race. And I replied, it was something positive about both Bernie and Hillary. And I replied saying, all the more reason why it's so important that all of us join ranks behind whoever the Democratic nominee is. And I got all these tweets back from people saying, hey, I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent who's supporting Bernie. And many of them, in a very vulgar fashion, telling me what I could do with my advice to them and whatnot. And I got it. And there's all these people who are coming into the Democratic Party because of Bernie Sanders. How does the Democratic Party keep you, Mike?
Well, and I think, for me, if Bernie loses in what I see as a legitimate race, then I would feel more comfortable. But there's a lot of bias in the media, and there's a lot of what appears to be kind of underhandedness going on in some of these primary areas. I think, not only Nevada, but Arizona.
No, I get that. Let's not get it down in the weeds. What would the Democratic Party have to do to keep you if Bernie is not the nominee?
I would say they would have to adopt his platform. I mean, plain and simple. I'm not voting for Bernie because he's a Democrat. I'm voting for Bernie because of what he is saying. For
Bernie's platform, right? Yeah, nobody. I don't think anybody in America says, "Gee, let's have a 74-year-old Jewish guy run for president." That'll teach them, or that he's a shoo-in, right? I mean, he's got age against him, he's got his religion against him, he's got a lot going on against him, and yet there's this movement, and it's not because of who he is; it's because of what he says. Well, it's because of who he is in terms of integrity and consistency, I think, as well. But yeah, interesting. Mike, thank you for the call. It's a platform. There we go.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.